Hey everyone, thank you for watching. Today's video I'm excited to do, it's going to be my new makeup releases series. This is my Will I Buy It that I post every single Wednesday, where I chat with you overall the new makeup releases. I talk about what I'm interested in buying. I do have quite a bit in PR to show you this week as well, so we'll also have like a little new makeup haul in this video. And I also talk about what I am not so interested in buying. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Samantha. I post a lot of content over here, both long form and short form. You typically get content from me every single day on YouTube. I am a mainly beauty focused channel, but I also love to chat about books. I'm also a self-published author of 8 novels. I like to incorporate some fashion and some vlogs on my channel as well. So you never know what's coming from me, but I hope that you will subscribe and stick around. And otherwise, let's go ahead and get started. Alright, welcome. So I always start my videos with an outfit of the day. So today I am wearing my slides from Amazon, these white shorts. I wear them all the time. They're from Target. And I have this blue sweater and it's kind of like off the shoulder here. So I did actually just post a fashion video the day before this one is going up, and this is one of the pieces that I featured. And I was saying that I wasn't so sure about it, mostly because it is supposed to be a more off the shoulder sweater, and I'm just not very good at off the shoulder. Like, I just feel like I'm always kind of like moving and tugging it, but I was like, well, I'll put it on for this video and see what I think, because so many of you were saying that you really loved the color and you just like the sweater in general. So I thought, let's pop it on today. And I had said that I really wanted to do this kind of blue color with white as we kind of transition into fall. I do live in Las Vegas. It's 100 degrees today, but I'm just sitting in my apartment by myself, so we can rock a sweater. I didn't do any filming on this look because it is pretty simple. I don't have a lot of products on my face right now. I used the new Natasha Denona Dream palette, but I've used 3 shades total for today, including the black that I just used as some liner. I do have a video with the Natasha Denona Dream palette though, if you want to see a much more funkier look than the one I'm currently sporting. I can link that video up in the cards, but I do always list out all of the makeup plus the clothes. Anything that I'm wearing is always in my description box. But I just threw together a quick look because I'm actually just back from vacation. Back a little later last night from Seattle. I did really want to get this filmed today and not miss a Will I Buy It video because they are some of my favorites to do. So we haven't washed the hair yet, so don't mind that, but it's okay. And I will have a vlog coming of both a week in my life in Las Vegas for a few days, and then also my Seattle trip, which was so much fun. I loved exploring that city. A lot of walking. I'm still very tired from those stairs. But I will go ahead and scoot over so I can add in some photos. I do always link any of the accounts that I'm reading from down below. I have to say, I was going through my folder of screenshots and I was like, I don't really feel like there's a whole lot to talk about quantity-wise this week. I feel like the items that were announced, I got a lot of thoughts on here. We have a lot of palettes, we have some cool collections. So even though we just have a few products to get through this week, I feel like there's some exciting ones. And like I said, I do actually have quite a bit in PR to show you as well. So stay tuned for that because I'll jump into those shortly. But with my last few videos, I've been starting off with holiday. And one of my favorite parts of holiday is the Sephora sets. I don't know what it is with these, but I have loved these for years. I've been doing YouTube since 2015. Every single year around holiday, I would typically grab at least one, if not more, of the Sephora sets and do a full video on my channel. And then even not during holiday, my computer just crashed. Blue screen of death. I'm not even on it. I'm not even doing anything on it. Sums up me in technology. Are we in Mercury retrograde? I think we are. But even non-holiday, like in the summer, they would come out with a lash stash and I was like, oh my gosh, I have to buy this. So I just always have an eye for these. When I see them come out, I cannot help but get excited. Even though my collection, my makeup collection has definitely grown over the years to the point where I used to buy these because I saw the value in them as a consumer and to my collection. Whereas now I still get excited about them, but I'm like, do I necessarily need these? But I still like to share them with you because some of you might still want these. So we have the holiday lip set. This is $45. We have the NARS Gloss and Orgasm, of course we do. There's a Pat McGrath lipstick. There's a full size of the Rare Beauty Glossy Lip Balm in Nearly Neutral, okay. Too Faced Lip Injection, a full size of the Charlotte Tilbury Matte Lipstick in Pillow Talk. Okay, there's the Urban Decay lipstick in Back Talk and also the Gift Beauty Satin Lip Talk in Original Recipe. That is a pretty awesome set. Like, the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk is a very well-known lipstick, so there's a chance that you might already have this in your collection, but it's also an expensive lip product. If you've never gone for it, this is a pretty sweet deal. Also, the Rare Beauty, the full size of that lip gloss, that makes this lip kit to me a really excellent deal. And then you get minis of some really nice products. The NARS lip gloss. We got the lipstick from Give Beauty. The Too Faced injections aren't my favorite, but I know a lot of people really like them. Even a Pat McGrath lipstick in there. That to me, like, that is a really good set. I have tried basically everything in here. So again, it's not necessarily something for me. I'll have to point them out for you because maybe you will want that. There's also the Sparkly Clean makeup set for $42. We have the Biossance Repair Cream. The Caudalie Serum. There's a full size of the Ilia Lip Oil. There's also the Milk Makeup Pore Eclipse Primer. There's a full size of the Rose Ink Blush Lip and Cheek. And then the Say Beauty Mascara. Again, I don't think that this is a bad set either. A full size of the lip oil, a full size of a lip and cheek product, mascara. You have a serum. The Biossance Repair Cream is a really nice product. Like, okay. We have some more. The Makeup Must-Have set. This is $54. A full size of the ABH Brow Freeze, the Fenty Gloss Bomb. There's the Grande Cosmetics Lash Mascara, a full size of the Ilia Mascara in After Midnight, a full size of the KVD Beauty Tattoo Liner in Trooper Black. There's the Natasha Denona Baby Retro Palette. I believe this has the 3 shadows in it. Paula's Choice Liquid Exfoliant, which is such a hyped about product. The Rare Beauty Liquid Blush, one of my favorites. And the Urban Decay Setting Spray. Like, what in the world? This set? This is bomb. When this says makeup must-haves, there is a lot of favorites in here. I personally don't use like the ABH Brow Freeze. That's just not a product that I use. But like the Fenty Gloss Bomb, the Ilia Mascara is really nice. The KVD Liner, that's been a favorite of a lot of people's for so long. To get the 3 shadows of the Natasha Denona. Again, that Paula's Choice Liquid Exfoliant, I'm like, that excites me. Rare Beauty, I talk about the blush all of the time. And the Urban Decay Setting Spray, like, you literally cannot go wrong with this set. There's also a holiday perfume sampler. This got my attention. This is $72. The Carolina Herrera Good Girl, Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue, Armani My Way, Gucci Floral Gorgeous Gardenia. Oh, there's the Replica by the Fireplace, the Marc Jacobs Daisy, oh so intense, New York Wild Poppy, Prada Candy, Valentino Voce Viva, Versace Bright Crystal, Victor, and Raw Flower Blom and YSL Black Opium. Do I need to buy this? Do I need this? Do I need to buy this? So I have recently been trying to get more into fragrances. I'm really thinking about this one. So I just posted a video recently on my favorite fall scents, and in there I asked what your favorites were because I'm just recently like dipping my toe into fragrance. I don't really know what I'm talking about most of the time. Like, I don't know the notes and the vibes of all of the fragrances. I just know that I enjoy them and I like to smell good, and I'm starting to like to tie certain scents to like certain memories, which is fun for me. So many of you, the #1 fragrance that was recommended for me in that video was the Replica by the Fireplace. So it's like, I don't know, but then it was like, so it's $72, but there's also other ones that I would like to try. The Black Opium, the Light Blue, the Gucci I believe was recommended quite a bit, even the Marc Jacobs. I would like to try the Prada. I'm like kind of torn because it's like, do I just buy a single of the By the Fireplace, which is gonna be expensive enough, or do I buy the sampler pack, and what if I find something that I love in there? And it's like samples, you know, I can just easily throw them into my bag. Like, I love the little minis for that because, again, I was just traveling to Seattle. I just threw 2. They're both Replica, actually. When the Rain Stops, or After the Rain, something about rain. That was my daytime scent. And then the Jazz Club was my nighttime scent. Should I get this? I might. I'm really considering this. And we also have the Luxe Vibes Luxury Beauty Sampler Set for $65. There's an Armani Liquid Matte Lipstick, the Givenchy Lip Balm, ooh, the Dr. Barbara Sturm Face Cream, the Pat McGrath Liquid Liner, that's a full-size product, the Kerastase and Night Serum Treatment Gucci Mascara, and the Guerlain Youth Watery Oil. That sounds funny, watery oil. I think out of this one, this is like the one that's least interesting to me. For me personally, I could see myself getting value out of the perfume sampler set, but the other 2, especially the holiday lip set and the makeup must-haves, those I think are a really good value. I would love to know if you're thinking about getting any of these. 2 I think are really good value. Like, I'm like, what is the reason that the Sephora sets are so great this year? Like, they're usually good, don't get me wrong, they really are, but this year I feel like they're even better. Like, what is the reason? What are we doing here? Let's just maybe stick with what is the reason really quickly here. Just stay with me. Stay with me. Usually I try to keep us in like sections like holiday, palettes, skincare, but let's just jump into this real quickly because I said, what is the reason? And this popped into my head. What is the reason? I mean, like, new skincare brands. We have, I don't know what this says, Legoman. We have Brad Pitt. First launch includes a serum, the fluid cream, the cleansing emulsion, and the cream. Okay, so that's coming soon to the website. And then we also have Barker Wellness by Travis Barker. So this is his first skincare. We have a 2-in-1 face mask and cleanser, a daily moisturizer, eye serum, face serum, renewal balm. It's available now on the website. I just like, I know we talk about almost every single week in this video that there's always new brands popping up. There's always new celebrity brands popping up. And I typically, like, I have said that I am fatigued, but I've also said like, well, there's something for everybody now, right? And especially beauty is such a category where it was not for everybody for a very long time, right? So it's like, great. But this one I'm like, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if we were missing this from the industry, but also I'm trying to be open-minded and positive here. I'll also be honest to say I don't often think of it from the male perspective. I have been married, and I mean, I was with my ex-husband for many years, 15 years. So I saw his evolution through skincare, and by evolution, I mean there was none. Like, every once in a while, he would like slap Cetaphil on his face, and he was always fine. Like, I had a 15-step skincare routine. I even made a TikTok one time where it was like, the sound was like, it was like my skincare routine versus my husband's, and mine was all like this, and his was, go to bed. Decides I'm tired, goes to bed. But also at the same time, I know that there are plenty of men that love their skincare products, love their facials. I have multiple friends who keep up with their hairstylist better than I do, their nails better than I do, and all of that. So maybe some guys are seeing this and they're like, hey, if someone like Brad Pitt, who's been an icon for such a long time, and Travis Barker, who, I mean, he's been around for such a long time as well, and I know that he's gotten more attention recently with his, he married Kourtney Kardashian, right? Maybe they see that and they're like, oh, so this is like a cool thing. I think Alex Rodriguez has been into the skincare game as well somehow. So maybe that encourages more guys to take care of their skin. Perhaps, I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. In my mind, what popped in first when I saw it was, what is the reason? I can't help myself. All right, this just popped up on Trend Mood, so let's talk about this. And speaking of the males, we have Pleasing by Harry Styles and Marco Ribeiro, who's a Brazilian designer, so I'm sure I've said that incorrectly. This is a new collection and collab, and first time the brand is launching makeup. So we have a pressed powder palette for $50. There's cream pigment trios for $40. There's a gloss for $25, 5 different nail polishes. There's also some apparel, including logo hoodies, will be available September 29th. So I'm seeing this for the first time, so I don't have a lot of thoughts off the top of my head right now, but I don't think anything about this necessarily is my personal makeup vibes. The eyeshadow palette to me looks quite larger for what everything that's going on in there. I mean, it's definitely interesting and it's more unique. I just don't think I would get on all that well with it. The packaging of some of these is very cool. And thinking about what I just said and having a market for everyone and for more people, something like this kind of represents that in my opinion. And I feel like this makes more sense than what I just talked about as well, but I can see it from the other side also, and skincare is important. I think this is fun and a little bit more unique, so that's always a good thing. It's just not necessarily going to be something that I feel like I need. And then let me jump back over into holiday. So we have the Makeup Revolution Holiday 2022 Collection Ultimate Lights. There's a lot in here, like there usually is with Makeup Revolution. There's the shadow palette, there's a lip kit, a glow palette. Looks like there's some nail products, liners, another shadow palette. Right now I just see coming soon to the website. This looks pretty like the packaging, the marketing, I think looks very interesting. Those little 9-pan palettes, I have to say, I don't think those look bad at all. The ones with the greens in there, I really love green eyeshadow. I think that's beautiful. Even the one with the pinks, I think is really fun. The two more neutral palettes actually don't speak to me as much, which is shocking because I just love me a good neutral moment. But those 9-pans, I don't think those look bad. The larger eyeshadow palette I think is really pretty and really pretty for holiday. I'm just someone that goes more for the smaller size palettes. Anything that I think I have to have, probably not. There's been a lot more holiday that has definitely been catching my attention. I'm not a big Makeup Revolution fan, so I think that I would pass on this one, but of course would love to hear your thoughts. We also have a face palette coming from Patrick Ta for holiday 2022, the Major Glow Blush and Highlighter Palette. A limited edition face palette. It features 2 new cream and powder blush shades and a debut of a new highlighter duo. So this is going to be $58. This to me is going to be a no. I got a lot of tags on it. I've seen a lot of people say that they're very excited for it and you're adding it to your list. For me, I just do not reach for face palettes. I have referenced in a few of my videos now that I've done ranking all of the face palettes in my collection, and in the title is literally dust collectors. I just don't use them enough. I use my singles so much more, and if I am using something that has more than one shade, it's typically a palette or a trio that has like a bronzer, a blush, and a highlighter, or 2 blushes and a bronzer, or something along those lines. So for this to be just blushes and highlights, I just would not get enough use out of that. And at $58, like, I definitely would want to get more use out of it. So for me personally, that's just a no. But again, I've seen so many positive comments on it. I think a lot of people still really do enjoy these face palettes. I kind of feel like I'm a little bit more of the minority when it comes to face palettes, and I get that. You know, I got a comment on my face palette video from someone saying she loves her big face palettes because she just has one and that's what she uses all the time, and there's so much variety in there. And that 100% makes sense. So I think if you're kind of more similar to that too, something like this, you could just grab this every single day for so long and you would have different options. So again, something for everyone here. Beauty Bay has released their holiday collection, which includes the Dark Fantasy 20 color palette. This is really stunning. Beauty Bay has really interesting releases to me, and I feel like I've never tried anything just from like the Beauty Bay brand itself, but I feel like I hear pretty good things. I see this and I think that it looks very pretty. Usually their palettes are a little bit larger and a little bit more eclectic with the color story than what I typically go for, but I know that there are a lot of, like, I can see, again, so many of my friends, so many YouTubers that I watch on a regular basis, I feel like they could take this palette and just create some gorgeous, really creative looks with it. Again, it's just not necessarily right up my personal makeup alley. Like, it goes this way and I'm kind of going this way. So I'm gonna pass on it, but I think that that's another great option for holiday. Okay, a super fun collection that is coming out is from Glamlight and Barbie. So I have been seeing Glamlight post about how they have an iconic collection coming up, and I was kind of racking my brain. I was like, I wonder what it could be. And it turns out it is with Barbie. So that is super fun, and I really enjoy, you know, Glamlight Cosmetics is a Black-owned, female-owned makeup brand, and I enjoy that we have like the different Barbies that are in this collection. Very inclusive and representative, instead of just being, you know, I grew up with a Barbie that looked just like me, and that was all I knew for such a long time. And obviously when I was younger, I didn't even realize what an issue that was. I didn't even know it, and I grew up in small town Iowa where a lot of other people looked just like me. And obviously throughout the years, it was great to see that they started making Barbies that didn't just look like Barbie, and they started making the different dolls that didn't just look like one person. So I wasn't surprised at all to see Glamlight knock it out of the park when it came with something like that. But I also think that this collection looks so cute. Glamlight intrigues me so much. I really like a lot of their product. The eyeshadow palettes also do impress me. The Dirty Martini, I've talked about so much on my channel. I most recently purchased the larger Michaela and Glamlight Part 2 collection. Really enjoying that eyeshadow palette. I have a look here on my channel. So I think that this one looks super fun. Obviously you have like the pinks in here, which of course makes sense to the Barbie theme, the Barbie brand, but I also like that you have other ones, the blues, there's some greens in here, some bronzes. It is a pretty colorful palette, and it is larger. There is 6 times 4, that would be 24 shades. So that's a 24 pan palette. Like, I kind of wish that one was smaller. I really do. There's an eyeliner for $15. The 24, oh, it says it right here, 24 vibrant. Darn it. We have the palette is $40. There's a glow body oil for $18. There's also lip kits, which have a lip liner, a lipstick, and a gloss for $20. And this is gonna be available September 30th on the website. I'm kind of thinking about grabbing maybe a lip kit, and I'm trying to decide on the eyeshadow palette. I have some palettes that I'm going to show you coming up in PR. There are some other palettes that I am interested in grabbing as well. So I'm trying not to overwhelm myself too much with eyeshadow palettes right now, and I'm trying to, especially taking a 4-day vacation, like I'm coming back, I have so many videos that I need to film, there's so much new makeup, there's so many eyeshadow palettes, there's so much holiday coming. So I'm just kind of like, but like if you really want to see a video with the Barbie palette, let me know, because I'm just really digging the vibes and I feel very nostalgic for it. I know in a lot of my Will I Buy It videos, it's always like a do I know who this is, whether it be like a show or a movie. But you know, Barbie, like I said earlier, like I did grow up with Barbie, so I am familiar. But I think the collection is fun and cutesy without being too almost like childlike, because that's not always my favorite either. Like, I like these collections that are like the Sigma Alice in Wonderland. Like, that speaks to my childhood, but without making it look like child's makeup. And so I feel like Glamlight, I feel like it's almost like kind of teetering a little bit, but then they pull it back. Like, I would still enjoy having this in my collection, but of course would love to hear your thoughts on this and if you would like me to try that palette. Another eyeshadow palette I've been getting so many tags on. This is from Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is the Rose Metals palette. Includes 12 shades with matte and shimmers. This palette is also going to retail for $55. Looks very similar to the Nouveau palette. Now, this is the one that I have been getting tagged on and tagged on and tagged on, and I feel like I can't make up my mind if I want it or not. With the Nouveau palette, I ran out the day that it released and picked it up. With this one, I didn't. In my defense, I was in Seattle and I spent the majority of the day at the airport, so I did not have that option. But I just don't know if I feel like completely sold on it. And I also like my Nouveau palette so much that I'm kind of like, I don't know. I just did a video on palettes that I think are great for fall, so I can link that one in the cards. And I wanted to do kind of a mixture of your like traditional fall palettes and your very bronzy tones and sunset palettes, but I also wanted to do some others in there. I featured Glamlight in there, but I did also include the ABH Nouveau palette, which has, you know, a pastel purple, but I think also some of the greens and bronzies in there I think makes for a really good fall palette. So I'm kind of like, do I need this one? And I have a lot of palettes going on right now, and I just don't know if I would get a ton of use out of this, or if it would be like, I'm gonna buy this and do 3 looks for a video and then I'm not gonna touch it again because I have so much other new makeup. And I've really been trying to cut down on the amount of makeup I'm purchasing. So I don't know. Again, I would love your feedback here. The comments really do help me, especially in these videos. They let me know what people would really, you know, like to see the looks on and like to see the reviews on, and just like to see the swatches and how it's performing on the eyes. So that helps me out so much. But I feel like I'm not as hyped for this one as I think people thought that I might be, or as much as it seems like a lot of other people are. So I don't know. I kind of always feel like I'm an outlier, but let me know your thoughts on the Anastasia for sure. And then we have more palettes from Milk Cosmetics. These are the Bad Side Zodiac collection mini eyeshadow palettes. It includes 4 eyeshadow palettes with creamy mattes, metallic shimmers, inspired by the negative traits of the 4 elements of the Zodiac. Oh, that's interesting. I wish I could like read these a little bit better. Oh my gosh. Oh, so I'm a fire sign. I'm Aries, and I see hothead, arrogant, ego trip. So that's a bossy, revenge. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. The air sign says mind games. It's so hard to read these. Frivolous, I think, indecisive. Water, some of them that I can read. Dead inside. Oh, who's a water sign? Oh my gosh, dead inside. Wow, does that say emo? Possessive, trust issues. And then earth, we have heart of stone, RBF. Whoa, these are brutal. Materialistic, type A, stubborn. These are brutal. What is your zodiac sign and what would you say is a negative trait? I don't know if I will be, I keep scheduling so many meetings for Wednesdays. I need to stop doing that so I can do the live chat to make my video a premiere so we can live chat, because that's always so much fun. But I keep Wednesdays like my full, I have meetings literally morning to the afternoon, and I'm like, why? I need to change my days on those. And I have book club tonight. If you are a member of mine, I have YouTube memberships, and if you are on the 2nd or the 3rd level, we do have book club happening tonight. If you're watching this the day it goes live, it's on Wednesday, so I also have a live chat with my members. Go over our book club pick, but this is hysterical to me. I think this is fantastic marketing because it gets people intrigued, it gets people talking, it gets people like fired up. Like, this is so funny to me. So like I said, I'm a fire sign. Definitely, I want you to leave your sign and let me know your negative traits. I think that these are really fun though. I think that these will do well. I personally, I like my palette with the fire signs, and I think it would make for a great fall palette. The earth one also looks very fallish. The air sign is super pretty with the purples in there, but I don't know. I don't try a lot from Melt Cosmetics, but I have to say, they've intrigued me with this one. Another eyeshadow palette we have from Glaminatrix. This is available for pre-sale now. This is the Glamorous eyeshadow palette. It's gonna ship in November. Has 4 duochromes, 1 high impact shimmer, and 7 mattes. It is going to be $55.22. They're also magnetic, so you can rearrange them. This looks gorgeous. I have never tried Glaminatrix cosmetics, but this looks beautiful. The swatches look super stunning, and it's one of those that I'm like, do I have to have all of these new eyeshadow palettes right now? Probably not, but man, it's so pretty. It does have a lot of duochromes, which I don't use duochromes all that often. The Natasha Denona My Dream palette has one. Was I saying dreamy in my intro? Might have been. I'm telling you, I have not slept a lot. I did so much in Seattle. I tried to pack in as much as I could, and the walking and the stairs, like I slept, I was like out last night. This looks so pretty. I think right now, if I didn't have such an influx in eyeshadow palettes, I would be considering that one even more, but I'd love to know if you've tried Glaminatrix and your thoughts on them. And then I see from, this was so interesting to me, and I had to go to the comments to see what people are saying, and I was also a little bit confused. So this is a new collab with Hipdot and Care Bears. So we have the Care Bears Icon. They are pigmented creamy baked powders that include shimmer and metallic finishes, and they're $16 each. Care Bears, I do know. I've never actually seen Care Bears, but I know what they are, or I think they were like a cartoon about these like cute Care Bears. And I've seen them on like sweatshirts, and I've seen like the little bears that you can buy, so I'm familiar with it, but not in a way that I'm like, oh my gosh, like I need that too, because I was a Care Bear. You know what I'm saying? But Care Bear, that would be a cute Halloween costume too, like a group Halloween costume. Care Bears, oh, that'd be cute. But I had to go to the comments because I was a little bit confused, and I saw one say, like a lot of people were like, I'm confused. I saw one person say, is the product under, or do we have to rub the bear? And Hipdot commented and said, you rub the bear, swatch video coming up. That's hysterical. So these little bears, that's actually all the eyeshadow. This is something that I can appreciate. You know, like what I was saying earlier, like what is the reason? Like, you know, sure, that can kind of be my first thought. Like why can't you just give us an eyeshadow pan? But what I really like about Hipdot as a brand is that they seem to be doing something different so often, whether it be the collaborations. They've done one with, wasn't it like My Chemical Romance, Peeps, like did they do like a hot sauce or something like that? Like you never know what Hipdot's going to be doing. So to now take it into a different direction, I think that this is so interesting. Would I particularly like to use this? I'm not sure. Like, would I like to rub my brush on this? Jury's out on that one, to be honest. And then it's like, what happens if you use it all? Like, does it just like, at some point, does it just like poof? I don't know. Or it looks like it comes in these like compacts almost. Like, are you supposed to, does it eventually all go into the compact? I have a lot of questions on this as well, but again, smart marketing. I mean, that's just what we have to be doing these days, but you have to get the people talking some way. And I think that this is cool, but also to see it from Hipdot does not surprise me in the slightest. I think that this is neat. I could even see myself maybe grabbing one just for the fun of it, because it's different, it's cool. Really gets the people going. Okay, let me move over to what I have in PR, because I have a lot of palettes. So I think I've gotten through at least all the palettes I see right now. So let me jump into what I received. And first of all, I am very excited about this one, and I was also very surprised to get it, but I did receive the Huda Beauty Empowered. So I believe this was I think it was this one and not the ABH, that this got announced Wednesday, like as my Will I Buy It video was going up, and I was like, oh man, like so many people are gonna be asking me about it. And I was very intrigued when I saw the photos of it. $67, which most of the palettes are, and I was like, man, I know a lot of people are gonna be excited for it. I feel like this is one that I might wanna grab, and I was very surprised. So like I said, I didn't get home until, I'm filming this on Tuesday like I normally do because these go up on Wednesday. I got home pretty late Monday night from the airport, and I was just exhausted. You know, I unpacked. It was my dog's birthday. Aries is 9 years old. She's right next to me on the floor here. And so I was trying to spend time with her and my aunt who was out here watching her. But when I woke up today, I needed to do a PR haul. I had so many boxes that came while I was gone, and I've started to do my PR hauls on my TikTok, which is by Samantha March. I also post them on Instagram, which is March Beauty Word, and I have started doing them as a shorts here on YouTube as well. The days that I don't post long form content, which is usually 4 or 5 times a week, those other 2 or 3 days, I typically do post some shorts, which is a 1-minute vertical video on YouTube. They're either a quicker tutorial. I mean, I just posted like a Trader Joe's haul, a Target haul, things around Vegas, different things like that. I have done one of my PR hauls because also with them, I always do a giveaway. Whatever platform that I posted on, I just choose someone from the comments and I send out a box, and then usually it has something from that particular PR haul is in there, but along with extra goodies as well. Like I always have something around the house that I can include, and I just love sending out giveaway packages. So I will have a new PR haul coming soon. So again, if you aren't subscribed, make sure that you subscribe so you can check that out. And I do also pick someone who is subscribed to my channel, Instagram, TikTok, to win. But I was very surprised because one of the first packages that I opened up was the Huda Beauty Empowered palette, and I was like, really? Like, I get a lot of PR from Wishful Skin, the skincare brand under Huda Beauty, but I very rarely get PR from Huda Beauty, the brand. I thought it was interesting because I got the new primer that I talked about in last week's video under Wishful, and I got this palette, but it does look like this is going to be more of a collection. I believe I saw a highlighter, maybe some lip products or liners coming with it, and I just got the eyeshadow palette, so I was like, okay, that's interesting. But I am very, very excited. I am going to be filming tomorrow after I shower and wash my hair and feel a little bit more like myself. I am going to be filming a trying new makeup video because I got the Patrick Ta foundation and powder. I got this one. I got some exciting lip products. I got some new mascaras. So I have a lot that I would really like to test out. So I'm gonna sit down tomorrow and film that video, so it will be coming soon. And this is definitely the eyeshadow palette that I'm going to be using. There's just so many shades in here that intrigue me. It's interesting because I feel like with both this one and the Natasha Denona My Dream, they're definitely more on the darker side of things, if you will, but I like that we still can kind of keep it light over here. There's Aries like, were you just talking about me? We definitely can keep it a little bit lighter. There's some really pretty mauves, like this little section over here I think is super pretty. We have some cream shadows. Some have like more of that like fun imprint to it. There's some pretty shimmers. I'm excited for this. I'm definitely going to be trying it out. Like I said, when I saw it pop up, I was like, I feel like this is one of those palettes that I want to buy it because I want to try it for myself for sure. But I also feel like a lot of people are going to be very curious about this one, and that always does play into my mind when I think about the makeup purchases that I am making. I really did like the Huda Beauty Rose Quartz palette. I thought that one was really nice, so that was another reason why I was like, well, maybe I'll just go ahead and grab this one. But stay tuned, definitely doing some looks with this, and I would love to know if you're picking it up. I believe it's going to be available on the Sephora site on October 3rd. All right, these palettes I opened up in PR this morning too, and I just thought these were so cute, and these are from Essence. And I'm like, so my aunt was here and she's gonna be in Vegas for a few more days. And so I was like, well, let me open all my PR while I'm here, and that way she can choose anything that she wants to take for herself or her daughter or my mom. And so when I open all my PR, I divide it into 2 sections of what it is that I want to try, that I want to keep, that I will be reviewing, and then I put it into this giveaway pile, again, like I said, and then I create those giveaway boxes each week. And so I was looking at everything, and I'm also knowing that my aunt's gonna be taking stuff, and then I pull up these 3 palettes and I'm like, do I really need to keep 3 eyeshadow palettes plus the Huda Beauty, plus I got the Dream palette? And I was like, but they're so cute. I got them all. So from Essence, this is the Welcome to Miami eyeshadow palette. Look how fun this is. And then we also have the Welcome to London. So cute. This one, I don't know if you can see, but they, like, this one has like a little T on it. This one is kind of like a fun, kind of like what goes on in the Huda Beauty palettes. We also have the Welcome to Rome, and this one here has a little ice cream cone in it. Again, like just the different shadows. These were so cute, and I love travel. I have taken like 8 or 9 trips this year. This is what my 2020 was supposed to be. I love traveling. I have it tattooed on my body. My wall hanging right next to me says Adventures in My Soul. Travel major in college. So seeing stuff like this, it just like puts me in such a good mood, and I think that it's so cute. I'm thinking about maybe doing, if you'd want to see a full video with a look with all 3, let me know. But I was kind of thinking of maybe doing a short, so it'd just be a 1-minute video and probably just like a voiceover, or not even talking, maybe just even like pointing out the shadows that I'm using and doing a look with each of these. But I just felt like I could not, this is when you know you have a problem with makeup, but I just felt like I could not give these up. I thought these were so cute, and I believe they retail for around like $9, which is not bad at all. Let me know if you would like to see these, or if you're just like totally uninterested, obviously let me know as well. I'm at least gonna do a short form video, because I just think that these are way too cute. So again, I will have everything linked down below, but I did not think that these were a bad price. I haven't tried the quality yet on them, so it's not that I'm saying like run out and buy them. I'll definitely be trying them and let you know, but they were just too cute for me to pass up. All right, another product that I got, this one is actually a lip liner, but this is from Tower 28. So they sent it for their new mascara, so I'm definitely gonna be trying that. I've talked about that in a recent Will I Buy It video. But then we also have their one liner multi-liner. So I was trying really hard to just keep one. I think I ended up keeping 2 and a gloss. I think that's what I ended up doing. But these, like, I love me a good lip liner, and this one says it's a multi-liner, so you know, do with that what you please. But this one is kind of more of like the nude pink that I kept. It's called Work of Art. I use this type of shade all the time. I love me a good lip liner. I wear it all of the time as well. So I really want to try these out. These are exclusive to the Tower 28 website. Most of their products are also available on Sephora. This one is exclusive to their website. I really wanted to try that out along with their new mascara. So thank you to Huda Beauty, Essence, and also Tower 28. That was my little PR haul of this section here, and stay tuned because the full PR haul with giveaway will be coming soon. All right, speaking of lip products, I see a lip balm from Lano Lips with Messina, a collaboration with Messina. Super rich balm, gives you hydration and seals moisture. These are limited edition. They'll be $13.50. There's the Dulce de Leche and also the salted coconut and mango sorbet. I believe I've talked about the Lano Lips before. I haven't tried them, but if I'm remembering correctly, I think from a lot of the comments you have and you've really enjoyed them. I love me a good lip balm, a good lip mask, but I have plenty of those types of products in my collection right now, so I do not think that I need those. Other than that though, I think that is actually everything for this week. Let me just go ahead and do a quick refresh. Yes, so that is going to wrap us up. Okay, I feel like this was a really fun week though. You know, holiday, a lot of eyeshadow palettes. I had a couple products to show you. Like I said, stay tuned. It'll probably be my next long form video that I will have probably a pretty full face of trying new makeup. So stay tuned for that because I'm excited to do it and play with some of these. Of course, I would love to hear your feedback in the comments. Thank you to everyone who takes the time to leave a comment. It's so helpful for me, especially with some of these new makeup videos. Really helps let me know what you want to see from my channel, so I appreciate it so much. As always though, if you enjoyed this one, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. I hope you also consider subscribing before you go, and I'll see you in my next video.